everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I had a crazy idea and wanted to wonder if you would come along for the ride. But I have this sweater that I am no longer going to be using or wearing, and I thought, why don't I see how, hi Holly, that's my African gray, how many fun things that I can make with this sweater related to junk journals to put this sweater to good use. And I have my coffee cup here, so I think I'm going to have a swig, as we're going to need some energy for this one. Okay, so a subby left a note saying, oh, I said something about it's useful to use thinner materials to wrap books. And she said, know what? Don't rule out the thicker ones because they can actually be kind of squishy and bunchy and they can feel really good in the hand. And this sweater is a little bit, it's actually inside out at the moment, but it's like a waffle weave sort of style. It's got a little bit of stretch to it. I don't know, I said to myself, I was walking out into the garage, the first thing I come across, I'm going to make something out of. And this is what I found, this sweater. So let's just jump in and do this. Let's see what we can make. So I have a magazine that came in the mail, something from a computer company, but it was junk mail. So we're going to use that as a base for a journal. And let me just go ahead and cut off some of the things we're not going to use right with this journal at the moment for the cover. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's remove the arms. Hold your breath. It's not going to hurt. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not going to hurt. No animals were injured during this process. Okay, at least not yet. That means as long as I don't step on sunshine. Okay, here we go. Got my fabric scissors. There we go. One arm gone. And second arm gone. Now, if I was a really fancy YouTuber, I'd be able to speed all this up and talk through it in with the background. I can't. I'm not that fancy. Okay, got the arms off. All right, going to take the neck out. Actually, let's see what we have here. Yeah, let's take the neck out. I think am I gonna cut that? I don't know. I don't know yet. Let me just cut the neck out. I know I'm not gonna use the neck right now. Okay, can you see? Okay, here we go. We're cutting. And we're cutting. And we're cutting. And my fancy shears are getting a little dull because I keep cheating and accidentally using them on paper because they're the only ones handy, and that's big crafter no, right? I know. Will I ever learn? Will I ever play by the rules? Probably not. That's okay. All right, coming around the mountain. Almost got this, and we can use this for something else. So this intact neck, we have high hopes for you. That's right. Mr. Green Envelope. I guess that's what it's called, the label. Green, I've never heard of it. Okay. Almost there. I'll sing and give you guys a vocal interlude. There, that's over. The pain of that is gone, thank goodness, right? Okay, so now we have this little swirly little skirt on this, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off. I'm not going to use that right now. Let me go up this way. Okay, this might be a longer one because I'm going to make in a few things, so snuggle in, nestle in. It might be more than one video, so watch for part 2s and stuff like that at the end. And I'll try and put links to any as this goes. And I cleared off my phone, so I should have lots of room to record. Maybe we'll get lucky again, like it allowed me to record a whole hour video. I don't know. I don't know why that happened. It was the first time it ever let me do that long. It had let me go up to 45 minutes before, but never an hour. Wow, that was something. And I'm wondering if I cleared a lot of stuff off my phone. I didn't realize I had so many old videos, and I think most of my stuff is stored to the cloud, so I don't think I lost all the stuff I took off, and I hope not, but I can't really remember what it was anyway. So if I did lose something, I won't miss it because I don't know I had it. You know, that happens a lot. Gosh, we record so much, and do we ever really go back and look at all those little snippets? I mean, sometimes it's fun and it's nostalgic and stuff, but man, just to find what you were looking for, if you can remember the date or the person or the location, maybe. I'm not very computer savvy at figuring that out with Google Photos and stuff, so it's just sort of a slow search. If I really have to find something, I really have to want it, Okay, we're going to save you because we'll make something with you later. All right, so now what do we have? Oh, we should have a cute little tank top at this point. Yes, we do. A cute little tank top, but you are not going to be a cute little tank top. No, your days of clothing are gone. That's right. So let's just separate you into 2 pieces. So we have more than we need. We have a plethora of material here. And one sweater or one bed sheet or one, curtain can give you so much material. It's amazing. I guess we'll cut down the sides and then we'll have one big piece. We'll have one big front piece and one big back piece, I think. Oop, yeah, okay, here we go. Cutting. There's probably better ways to do this. Fancy cutting tools, things like that. All right, cut you off here. We're almost done. The big cutting expenditure. This material actually is very easy to cut. It's just, I have dull scissors. Okay, so now we just have the front of the shirt. Okay, but we're not going to think shirt at all. No, we're going to think book cover. That's right. That's what we're going to do. And we'll see if we have enough. And I'm pretty sure we do because this has some stretch to it. So we're going to be good. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Yep, I think I can do it. I hope I can do it. I hope I can do it. And if not, I'll patch something together. How about that? I may have to trim that off. Yeah. There we go. And be gone. Okay. All right. Now, I have a feeling. See how you can see the image through here? We're going to get rid of that an easy way. The easiest way to get rid of that is you take some blank white copy paper. I'm going to go find some. Okay, found about 4 sheets just in case we needed 4 sheets. But the whole idea is we're just going to cover this so that blanks out the background. Oh, let me get my lights organized here. And then this will look just like it does on there. Okay, so if you have some old shirt or anything hanging around, doesn't have to be stretchy, doesn't have to be not stretchy, doesn't matter. Let me go ahead and use some Scotch Create glue stick to glue this down. Okay. Doesn't have to be a perfect glue-orama, but just pretty darn good will work here. All right. I'll put that in there. I'm going to take good old tearing ruler, our old friend. We're just going to tear this here. There we go. Now that fits. One over here. Same thing. Somebody said that's the Superman song. It could be. It could very well be. All right, here we go. Now this one, you might be able to see through a little bit more, so that's why I brought extra paper, just in case we have to do a double. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, we got that going. We'll do the test. Can you see through it? Maybe a little, huh? Yep, I think so. Let's put another piece there. And so this is what you do when you can still see through it. Like a good crafter, you layer up, and you just hide whatever it is, because this is all going to be on the inside. Nobody will know this is there. It'll be a big secret. Just you and I will know. Don't tell anybody. It's our secret. Okay, let's just cover that pup up. All right, and let's grab the old ruler and tear this off. It's not officially a tearing ruler. I just call it that because I tear everything with it. There we go, torn. Evidence of tearing demonstrated. Okay, this does have staples in it, so just be mindful if you are going to sew this. Don't sew over a staple. You can actually take those out if you want. Maybe glue your pages together, but I'm not going to sew down. Am I going to sew down the middle here? I might, because I might be putting in signatures. So, gotta think of that. All right, well, let's cover this first. Yeah, let's cover this first. Actually, what I will do, instead of sewing directly down the middle, I will punch holes not where the staples are. And I will do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to sew in. That way I won't have to run my machine down there and ruin a needle or fracture a needle, anything like that. Okay, so this whole thing is going to be, I don't need the little neck part up high, so I can get rid of that. And this has a line I can follow, so I'll just follow the line. That should guide me straightly across, right? In all theory of sewing theories, following a straight line should work. Okay, let's hope. I think it's gonna work. I have full faith. not in my sewing abilities. I just have full faith in this is going to work. Yeah. Okay, so let's see now. Here's the concept. We don't need all this material at all, actually. All right, let's go for the fattest piece, and we're going to have to stretch it a little bit to make it around the corners. But that's okay. It's going to make it because we have enough give. All right. So let's put this down. Okay. And then let's put this on here. Okay. All right, and I think we should glue it. I think we should glue it because I think we're going to anchor it a little bit better. All right, so let's do that. I don't think glue is going to come through, so I'm going to use Fabrifix, fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper, and this is going to give me a little more stick in place than a glue stick. Put it down kind of thin, and just put a bunch down here. Do, thinking about this on the fly, making this on the fly. Yeah, I hope this turns out. I think it is. I think it's going to. I have high hopes. High hopes for a soft fabric covered journal. Now make sure you have your material the right way. Flip it over, and you can use finger tool to smush that out if you want. Go there. Yeah, down a little. Pull it up a little bit. Tuck you there. Pull you up a little bit there. There. Now. Okay. Down to there. There. So I have some to go around the corners. That's important. You don't need all this, so some of this can come off. Okay. There we go. There's so many things you can make with this concept. Storage containers, like folders, ephemera holders, so many things. But this one is actually going to be a journal. It's going to be a soft cover, fabric covered journal with an old sweater shirt thing that nobody wants to wear ever again. Not in this lifetime. But it's very soft material, and I did like it, so let's see how that goes. All right, so I think what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to grab the Fabrifix glue again, which is in my Sugar Bells icing piping bottle. So if you're looking for that stuff on the Etsy store, that's what it's. I transferred it in here so that I get a smaller dollop of glue that comes out, and I don't waste so much glue. Okay, there's a lot of extra material here. It's okay. I think we seem to have a rough edge here. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that, no. Who needs that? Nobody and their brother. That's right. All right, cutting you off, letting you loose, freeing you back to the universe, knocking everything over. Missed the coffee cup, thankfully. Having another sip. Okay, glue is holding. Okay, let's go ahead and glue the rest of this down. Okay, I'm just going to put a bead. I'm going around the mountain, Apparently it's very mountainous here in Florida. According to this singing, we don't really have any mountains here at all. Not even a valley to speak of. Ooh, I gotta get some glue on you here. So I'm going to glue this first, but then I'm going to sew everything down to really anchor it. And let's just see how this all goes. This is going to be either the greatest thing since sliced bread, or it won't. But I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be helpful. And the magazine gives it structure, and it also gets rid of some junk mail, puts it to good purpose, good use. And yeah, I think we're going to have some fun with this. We're gonna just, gall darn it, have some fun today. I think I need to redo that corner. Yeah, better Christmas sweater. There you go. Down, squash, because we can always cover up those corners. Okay, let's see if it got it in the background. Yep. So now actually what I could do is I could take the staples out. How do I get them out when they're backwards? Nobody knows. Let's see if I take them out. Let me get the little scissors. I don't have one of those gizmos, but maybe I can figure out a way to get these out now that I have my corners anchored. These pages are not going to go all over the place, or should I just leave them? I don't know, maybe I should. Let me get pliers. Really doesn't matter if I pull them through the paper. I want stronger pliers than that. Oh, you're getting the whole enchilada today. The whole scary thought process of this rabbit brain. Okay, I just got to pull them out. Okay, there we go. Because I'm going to cover that anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to rip them out. I can always reinforce the spine, but I don't have to have the staples there. There. Okay, let me count. 1. Where'd the other one go? I know there was another one. Okay, throwing one in the garbage. 1. Oh, can't see it now. It's got to be here somewhere. And then the last one. Okay, let's get you out. If I open up this end, I can slide it right out. Oh, that's probably the best idea. Ah, yes, and sliced bread. There it is. The idea best since sliced bread. That was it. If none of this turns out, it will all pale in comparison to that idea. Okay, here's the other one. Here it is. I just want to make sure Sonny doesn't eat it, so it goes right in the garbage. Okay. Yay! All right, so now we have that. Yes, we do. Okay, so what I think I would like to do is I would like to go around the outside and zig. See, isn't that kind of cool? That's kind of like a cool cover, you know? I like it. I'm liking it. Okay, let me just zigzag around the outside. Hold on. All right, here I am, and I'm going to now zigzag around the outside. Okay, turn on my ever faithful brother here. Turn him on. 1, 2, 3, 4 is zigzag. Let's go for a wider zigzag and a longer stitch. Okay. I'm gonna back up a little bit, and we go. And we're zigging, and we're zagging, and we're zigging, and we're zagging. This happens pretty fast in the junk journal sewing world. We're flying around this all the way. Feel free to speed ahead. I know this is exciting as paint drying, but this is where it all happens. This is where things go right or they don't. Okay, go a little slower around the corner. Okay, get to where you want to be. And then lift up the foot, turn down. All right, and we go. And we go. So we're sealing the edge, sealing all the papers together. And we're also attaching the fabric very well to... Oh, Prime got... Okay, that's okay. No, whoop, back up. Got all excited. Amazon Prime arrived. I got distracted, but everything is okay. There he goes to the neighbors. Must have thought it was for us, but it's not. Unless he's delivering multiple parcels. That's possible. It is that time of year. It's parcel delivery time. Who are we kidding? It's always parcel delivery time. With all the shopping online these days. My goodness. But I have to admit, I haven't been, well, I mean, other than the thrift shop, let me qualify. I haven't really shopping that much. I think I'm almost done. Am I almost done? Can't see. No, one more. One more corner. A little further. And turn it. Okay, here we go. Home stretch. Yep, this is a good little machine. It's worth its salt. It's a Brother Project Runway CE1125PR. P as in Peter. Oh, something funky happened here. Okay, this is where the funkiness of me occurs. I got a rumple. Nothing I can do about it right now. Oh, well, we just have to carry on. And back it up a little bit, and we're done. Okay, so I have rumpled, but I'll show you what we'll do. Come on back over. Hold on. Okay, we're back. And everything went fine here. We have a little bit of a rumple here. See that rumple? A rumple. Okay, and if I had everything tacked down nicely the way it should be, that wouldn't happen, but it happened, so there you go. But what I can do, a couple things. I can squash it down because it is paper, so paper can fold and be derumpled underneath it all, and sometimes that'll be enough to hide it. Let's try that easy technique first. Well, some of my glue seems to be a little bit, this is very stretchy material, so that's okay though, but when you fold it, it's still okay. So here is what I think I'm going to do, because I have a rumple. I am going to turn the rumple into a pocket. Yeah, and I'm going to hide the rumple that way. Yeah. So I'm going to make this, and let's see how tall we are. 9.5, that's okay. By about 6, can you see? No, Pam, we can't see a thing, thank you. It's a 9.5 tall by, I want to make it 6. 6 is here. So let me figure out where 6 is on the top and the bottom. Make it maybe a smidge longer just because for, and I just want to put folds here so I know where it is. Oop, there's some paper on the floor. Okay, so now I'm going to fold it over. I'm just going to know where it is. Okay, let me see, this is still 6. Just testing. A little less than 6, look at that. Yeah, okay, so I have to pull it back up a bit. Miss Sally Mae. There, did I do 6 now? There to there, that looks pretty good. Okay, that's better. And now the rumple is no longer. I don't know where it went, it's just gone. It's gone. Yep, see, totally gone. I don't know where it went. I think it just got stretched. I think that's what happened. So sometimes you get lucky and you can pull a fast one like that, and it just works. I don't know why, it just does. Those little tricks are handy to know in life. We need as many of those as possible, right? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is the journal is going to look like this. Yes, now that didn't quite match up, did it? No, one is sticking out more than the other. Are you truly 6 or are you longer than 6? Show you, yeah, you're longer than 6. I was gonna say, come show yourself. Okay, let's put you in a little further. Make another fold. Okay, and just make sure those ends, yep, they come up nice now. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to sew here and here and here and here, and then those will be anchored very well. But before I do that, I want to put something down here so that this all looks pretty. Yeah, so let's figure out something. Okay, I found a piece of thicker not cardstock. This is scrapbook paper. I could do that, or I could do the shiny fancy. And since it's Christmas time, maybe we'll do the shiny fancy. Okay, I gotta cut some off there, but I don't have to if I'm gonna do this. So now, okay, so the deal is these flaps don't need to be covered because they're going to be on the inside, so nobody will see them. So really all we have to cover is this area. But I would maybe go a little wider, and just, this thing is gonna be 12 across, so it's gonna fit perfectly here. So I just need, where do I want to glue it? There. Let me make a little markaroo the bottom here. So this is like a little quickie portfolio style journal that anybody can make. I'm just going to go ahead and use my guillotine and cut right there. Back. Okay, so I got that, and I'm just going to put that down here. Now, do I want to ink it? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Okay, so this would be the time. No time like your present. Let's pull out the walnut. Oh, I have to look at the far away on. Here, let me go a little closer. I was like so far away. Okay, walnut stain. Okay, inky, inky. Now, the only thing that's going to show is the top and the bottom. Don't waste your time inking here. Just for a little contrast. Just to say we did. Okay, that's all. That was quick. Quick and painless, quick and painless. Okay, so now we're gonna come and we're gonna put this down here, like that. So when you gob the goo, here we go. Fabrifix to the rescue. It's gonna be a nice strong glue to use here. You could use any glue pretty much. There's a little fabric to fabric contact, but it's mostly paper to paper. So you could probably get away with a wet white glue. I wouldn't use a glue stick. I think you might need a little more strength than that. Especially a lot of the glue sticks today are just, they just leave you wanting more. You know what I mean? You're just left there wanting more. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, here we go. Going, so the folds are here. Just aligning and plopping and placing and hoping it's in the middle. So that should be a good stick. Fabrifix grabs really fast. Now we have that. We're smoking it. Look at it. We're doing good. Okay, so let's put our fold in so it folds nicely and there's no like issues. You know what I mean? We don't have any issues. All right. Crease, crease. I already got rid of my staples, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. So now I'm just going to zit, 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 zit. Okay. Come on with me. I'm sorry. I just realized that my microphone was on the counter. I have it now. We zoom in. And we're sewing. Okay. So I do have blue and white in here. So I think I'm going to have maybe the blue. No. Well, maybe I need to go around again. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see how. No, let's. You know what? Let's not do any of that. Let's back up. Retreat. Retreat. Did I just do something that I missed? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure that I turned it back on, but what I did was I decided not to sew, but I decided to glue these edges together. Yes, because I didn't have the right thread and it would have looked funky. So I just glued with Fabrifix here and here and here and here, and then I folded it down and now it is adhered. I have two little pockets and I have this. Yeah. Okay, so there's a million and one things you could do here, but let's just do the traditional, and we will go ahead and just mark some spots to put our holes in. So we'll put maybe one hole here, and you could measure these if you want, if you're of that cloth. And I use the smaller hole on see it? That's the smaller one. Here's the bigger one. See the bigger chomper coming down? Whoops. Smaller one it's in the middle, and that is the 1/8, not the 3/16, but the 1/8. Okay, here we go. And we're going to punch, and we're going to punch, and guess what? We're going to punch. Okay, so now we have 3 holes. That wasn't too hard, right? And it just goes through like butter with this thing. You can use an awl as well. You don't need this gizmo, but that gizmo just makes it your life a lot easier. That's called the Crocodile Big Bite, Crocodile 2 Big Bite. And it's a big bite because it allows you to reach far, taking a big bite into a journal or a page. Okay, so we have that. We're recording? Yes, we're recording. Okay, so let me get some signature pages. Hold on. Okay, I grabbed 26 random pages, just different pages, coffee dyed, ink dyed, avocado dyed, college rule, dictionary paper, some stuff from some journals, you name it, everything, and the kitchen sink. And I grabbed 26 pages just because I wanted to see if it would work, basically. Okay, so I am gathering these together. I think there's even some construction paper in here. Okay, let's bring them all. Pretty darn close. And the nice thing about the 8.5 by 11s, I think these are 8.5 by 11s. Let me, before I close it. Yeah, 8.5, maybe by 11.5 is the longest one. Might be some legal pages in there, making it a little bit longer. But let's see, maybe we don't want that long. No, that's actually okay. It's okay. Yeah, so everything is good. So, and this is going to be my one that's showing. So I think that's kind of cool. And now I'm going to fold. You can fold these individually or not, but you have to kind of be a little strong if you're not going to do it individually. All right, and here. And it's probably a good idea to grab the old folder of bone, the bone folder, give it the squasheroo, and that will help your signature lay flat. It is actually better if you fold every page individually, but I just get around that little step today. Okay, your journal will sit together tighter. So if I, hang on, I got to do math. 26 times 4, 24, 28, 9, 10. So it's going to be a 104 page journal with 26 pages. So you take your number of full sheets times 4, and that tells you how many front and backs you have. So I hope 6 times 4 is 24, 4 is 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 104. Okay, so we have our holes in here already. Now we got to match our holes up with that. And the easiest way to do that, to make sure that your signature always lands in the center of your journal, is to do this. You lay it down where you want it to actually live in your journal. And what is most important is this page, not the inside page, but the outside page is the most important. Now, what is also most important, let me back you up a little bit. When you're doing this, when you're actually going to do it. What you're actually going to, you want to make sure these are all squashed in there as far as they'll go. See how there's some distance? There's always some distance. The inner page will never reach as far as the outer page, but that's okay because we can always do some tearing if we need to, if things overhang. Okay, so let's do there. Looks like a good spot there. Looking here, do I want a little further higher? Okay, maybe. Okay, good, and we're good. Now, hang on, gonna move that. Bring in over here, zoom in. And so back up a little bit so you can see the holes are here, here, and here. So I am just going to double check my location because where you're going to make the holes is where this is going to live. So you put a mark here with pencil, a mark here with the pencil, and then a mark, I'm going for where the holes are. Mark here with the pencil, okay? Okay, back you up a bit. You want to see the whole enchilada. And it's a good idea with something this fat to maybe grab a big paper clip if you have any of these, or little paper clips, doesn't matter, just something where you can contain your beast. And open it up, holding it where it was, and you take it and you paper clip it. So that's where it was, okay, that's where it wants to live, okay? Now, what I personally do is I take this gizmo and I flip it backwards upon itself as so. Okay, 1, 2, 3, flipperoo. And why do I do that? Why? Because that's going to put my dots in the valley. See the dots in the valley? Dot in the valley, dot in the valley. And then when I go to put this in here, see there's my little clinker. Can't see that, way too far away. See the little clinker coming down? When I put this in here, it's going to help me guide my clinker to the right spot. So I can see where my dot is. There, I'm in the valley, and that's when I want to depress. So you can see it's right there. Okay, I gotta do it right here. Okay, so it goes through pretty easy. So that basically I make the valley so it guides my punch right onto the dot. It doesn't migrate right or left. See, if I did it like this, my punch would slide this way or that way. That's why I do it like this, to guide the punch to the right spot. Okay, that was what all that flapper doodle was about. Okay, it's a little thicker to punch because it's 26 pages. I don't know if I've ever done a 26-page signature before. I'm like breaking my own sound barrier here. But I think that this is the kind of journal that would do well with that. You could put more signatures in this, but I think it's just like a soft little take-along thing, and I think one signature will be just dandy. Just dandy. Okay, now we take it. Oh, sorry. So you take it, and then, so it was like this. Now we're taking it back, and we're putting it back like this. Yes. And now we need some thread to put it into. Now, this is very important. Was your journal like this or like this? If you're not sure, just take your thing and line it up and see where it matches. It's got to match exactly. If you put it in the upside down, your journal will end up looking like this. So you don't want that, no. So you make sure there, and there. That is right, that is correct. My dots align with the holes, or my holes align with the holes now. So that is up, this is up. And now I get my thread. I have a nice gray thread here. I thought this might be nice. This is a waxed linen thread. It's a book binding thread. You can also use waxed dental floss. You can also use embroidery floss. If you use vintage, give it a good tug and make sure it still has integrity and it's not going to break on you, because sometimes the old stuff will age with time and give way. So the magic formula here, how much do we need? We're only doing one signature. So we only need one piece of string, and it needs to be 3 times as long as your book is high. There we go, that's plenty. Plenty. Okay. This is so much fun, isn't it? I don't know, I could make books all day. I love making books. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to do I will now perform the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It's my favorite stitch to use in 99% of my journals. Okay, through the middle, okay? Through the top. Oh, can't see it because it's got to find out where it is. I got to peek here because it's through fabric. Okay, so it's there. Finding, feeling, find. Okay, I'm through. That's the top. 2 holes done so far. And coming around to the 3rd hole of the pamphlet stitch. Whoops, just lost my mic. Come back here, Mr. Mike. Okay, down and then through the hole. Okay, that's not so bad. And now coming through the middle. Got to come from whence you came. So you go right through the same hole. You can kind of aim for it. It helps. Do the wiggle dance. It's coming. Oh, can't find it. Then you look. Then you aim. See that? There it is, right there. Go. And we're through. And you want one wing to be on one side. Pull this through. Make sure the other wing comes through the other side.